Hi, I'm Morgan Spurlock, and I'd like to welcome you to the set of Comic-Con Episode 4, A Fan's Hope.
Freeze!
The idea for the film was amazing. We were in San Diego, me and my producing partner Jeremy Chilnick a year ago. We were making The Simpsons 20th anniversary special in 3D on ice. So when they called us to make that special, we said we have to go to Comic-Con to try and find Simpsons superfans. And when I just started seeing these people and seeing the scope of what Comic-Con was, I was just blown away by it. So later that night I was at a party and an agent named Jessica Matthews said, "Would you like to meet Stan?" And I was like, "Stan Lee? Yeah, of course I would like to meet Stan Lee." So Shirley takes us over where he is. Stan stands up and he comes over and she introduces us and I go, "Mr. Lee, it's an honor to meet you. You have to understand, as a kid, you know, growing up in West Virginia like I did, you made it so cool for somebody like me to want to be creative, to want to tell stories. You know, the work you did changed my life as a kid." And he's like, "Oh my God, Morgan, thank you. It's so nice of you to say. I love what you do. I love your movies. You know what? We should make a movie together. Yeah, we should make a documentary. We should make a documentary about Comic-Con." And I was like, "That's a great idea, Stan. It was great to meet you. Thank you so much." Cut to the next day, as Jeremy and I are having breakfast with Joss Whedon. And we told the idea to Joss, and Joss was a little, you know, he was like, "Well, what kind of story you want to tell? Is this going to be like some kind of an expose? Are you going to make fun of people?" And we're like, "No, we want this to be a celebration of this culture and of this place." And Joss was like, "I love it. I'm in. Whatever you need." And so then, literally from right there, I called my friend Mark, who Mark is on the board of the board of directors, board of trustees for Comic-Con, and he said, "You know, over the years that I've been on the board, there've probably been 24 filmmakers that have wanted to come here to make this movie, and we've always said no." And he said, "But this time, it just might work." When we first started talking about it and we were finally ready to move forward, we got the money to make the film, you know, just like you start to realize how much there is to cover, how big it is, you know, how many facets there are. What, are there other days when we're doing stuff with Stan? We could kill this Stan thing completely. If we can't, like these people, we should try and shoot them and ask questions. Bang, 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 all of them. Like, especially if we can't get him on the psych, that's where we should interview him. What you can't see, the behind the scenes of this movie, is the fact that here in San Diego, we had probably about 160 people working on this movie.
Good. Walking fast, it's great.
Times we'd have one crew shooting with 2 cameras, so we had like 15 full-time crews plus like another 10 support cameras. So at any given moment, there's anywhere between 25 and 28 cameras that were rolling on Comic-Con.
And look right at the camera. Go ahead, look at the camera. Good, staying looking at the camera. Good, keep on going. Good.
So on episode 4, Fans Hope, I'm DPing, but there are so many other amazing DPs on this project. It's more like a coordinating DP. I've set a couple of the parameters, like where skin tone wants to be set out for a proper film out, the shooting style, the verite moments, you know, like have little discussions as when you should go in and how to cover a scene. What Comic-Con has done is really given so much support to people who had a really loyal fan base, you know, people who were loyal to the genre, whether it be you know, sci-fi or whether it be you know, some type of comic book superhero that's come to life. And what I also wanted to really make sure we did was talk to the people who helped make this what it is.
All right, Joss.
Boom is good.
Can you see me? Perfect. It's because Comic-Con literally has so much going on. For our interview psychs, we wanted to be able to take a break from the floor and all of the trademark, all of the trademark characters. So we're talking to like actors and writers and directors and artists and fans, you know, people in costumes at Comic-Con on very stark white backgrounds. We wanted just to kind of really make it about them and their stories to jump out.
As the talent, the costume characters come in, we're doing a little bit of an interview. So they walk through this hallway, and they're basically not seeing where the camera's at. They're walking towards here, and there's this little box, and it's going to have a two-way mirror, and inside of that is going to be Morgan's face inside of the camera. So the talent is actually looking into the lens of the camera.
So you're going to look right into the camera. Jeremy's going to ask you some questions. You'll see his face.
I'm looking into the camera.
Correct. You'll see his face there.
Good.
What you're looking at is the Interatron. This is something that I stole from my
good friend Errol Morris, who I admire so much and I love his work. And the whole reason we chose to interview people this way and talk to them where they're literally delivering the line straight to camera is because we wanted the people who see the film to feel like that they were actually having a conversation with the people we spoke to, and I think that it really creates a real intimate conversation with them.
What are your first impressions of Comic-Con?
My first impressions are people are really happy to be here. There's a kind of generalized excitement at the bulk and the numbers of people and the size of the hall and all of the colors and all the imagination for the booths and everything.
You are awesome.
Thank you
so much.
Oh, no, I'm proud to be a part of it.
What's great about Comic-Con, what I loved is that there's like Fat Batman and at the same time, or Fat Green Lantern, or like some girl who paints herself completely blue and just is walking around as like somebody from Avatar. There's like people here with their kids. There's hardcore collectors. There's people who love big movies and love comics. People here who love like Harry Potter. It's become like such this kind of like it's like if like you could have an amusement park for fans of whatever you're a fan of. You could have your own amusement park. That's what Comic-Con is. For 5 days, it becomes like the Disneyland for fans.
Okay, guys, quiet, please.
Wait, just 10 seconds of tone and just let's see this picture.
All right. Have fun.
Don't tell anybody, but we're making a movie.
Yes, you are standing.